are now listening to the Sportz Nutz.
What is going on, everybody? Yes, this is the Sportz Nutz. Welcome to another wonderful episode. Guys, this is episode number 70. God, we have made it almost 3/4 of a century long episode run. That's awesome. You know, we're literally 5 episodes away from 75. Cannot wait. Obviously everybody knows the weather kind of was a little interesting today, not only for here in the upstate of South Carolina, but also in Memphis and Atlanta. Shane got the luck of the draw, and he ain't getting to worry about the issues with the snow and whatnot. Matt is not going to be with us tonight. He is actually doing stuff related to work. Look, the area that he is in, they got like 4 to 5 inches of snow. They also got almost half an inch of ice, if not more, and it's still freezing rain. We got 2.5, almost 3 inches here, and easily it quickly transitioned to sleet and freezing rain. We're about almost half an inch of ice. It will switch back over to snow briefly. We should get another inch of snow, and then we're done. Hank, you had a nice little accumulated snow this morning, didn't you, sir?
Man, I think we are between 4 and 6 inches at this point. So it's thank goodness for the streets of Memphis. You know, we've plowed most of the main streets, but those back streets, man, if you're not in your driveways, if you haven't plowed those, you got about a good at least 4 to 6 inches in the driveway.
And look, I'm not complaining about snow. I'm a little kid at heart with snow. I absolutely love it. My girls were beyond excited. We were able to go to the grocery store and get all of our grocery shopping done. We got home. I was upstairs doing a couple things, and Addison comes sprinting upstairs because I hear all the girls say, "Oh my gosh!" Addison comes up, "Mommy, Daddy, it's snowing, Daddy." And I was like, "Oh yeah," and it went from there. And we got snow, so it was a lot of fun. Shane, how is everything going on with you, man?
Oh man, it's been doing good. I escaped most of everything down here in Charleston. They got a little bit of rain, not far up the road, probably about 20 minutes. Amongst Corners, Sumter area, they got some freezing rain, some sleet and all. So I mean, it did impact some of the low country, but man, it's still cold, but not too bad. It's not supposed to get below freezing, so hey, we're down here. We just got some pizza ordered in, got Grandma fed up, and ready to watch some football. See how this playoff game's gonna go.
Right on, guys. We have a really fun episode to talk about, but before we get going, Hank, how is everything going on with you, and how is Memphis treating you today, sir?
Memphis is treating me horribly. It's colder than a polar bear's toenails, and it's. But you know what? I have a lot to be grateful for. At least my house is not burning down in California right now. So I have a lot to be thankful for. I do the best I can not to complain about things, but as I'm sitting here comfortably and my equipment's working and I'm able to do what I love to do right now. So man, I've got it good right now.
Absolutely. And obviously our hearts do go out to all those that are affected in Los Angeles and Pasadena. My sister Angie actually is in the area of evacuations. So she did evacuate to my other sister up in San Francisco. I don't know anything about my brother Brian. I haven't heard from him. So hopefully Brian is okay. Obviously it's a very devastating situation going on in LA. There's so many wildfires going on. They're being fueled basically by Santa Ana winds, and it's like the perfect storm. The low pressure that brought us all the snow helped kind of collide together with the high pressure, and they had wind gusts. One wind gust was like 176 miles per hour, which is unheard of, but it's insane. So obviously definitely the thoughts and prayers go out to everybody there. We're going to continue thinking about them and that kind of stuff. Hey, real quick, we want to give a shout out to our special friends, Tequilas, Grilling Easy. Look, guys, authentic, affordable, delicious Mexican cuisine is Tequilas. Yes, guys, when I mean it, the homemade salsa bar, the buy one, get one 50% off happy hour drinks, which are, Shane's forte right there. And, and then you got the cheese dip, you got, let's see, the chicken tacos, and you name it, they got it all. and they don't have a bad variety. They have a really good variety of adult libations. Check them out today. 5455 Calhoun Memorial Highway, Easley, South Carolina, 29640. Or better yet, give them a call, 864-307-8028. Now, they're not open right now, obviously, because of all the ice and snow, but check them out, heck, in the next couple of days. They got some really good stuff. So that is Tequila's Grill in Easley. All right, guys, we have our good friends, the South Carolina Ravens. Yes, for those who don't remember, the Sportz Nutz are the official podcast of your South Carolina Ravens, the newest, greatest, and best indoor professional arena football league. Mr. Andre will be joining us to tell us about the process of everything, letting us know. I think they're only like a week or two away from mini camps. Maybe they've just already started. I don't know yet. He'll give us the rundown on that. We'll talk to some of the players. They do have a couple players in the background. We have quite a few people who will be watching, who are joining us with regards to the South Carolina Ravens. Hey, real quickly, want to give you an update with regards to the next couple of episodes. Guys, we have some really exciting guests coming on. We have my source was able to help provide information with regards to what was going on at University of Hawaii with Craig Angelos, with Nike, which our good friend Shane over here was able to ask, and that garnished now, folks. And I promise you this is real. The Nielsen reports, they do tell me 8 million views and listens combined. That is a genuine fact. I'm so excited about it. I'm pleased with how that went. But my good friend KZ, I'm not going to go any further with his name because I want to surprise everybody. But just say he is a university athletic individual. He has ties to a lot of schools, which we're going to have him come on the 14th, which I'm excited about. And the 17th comes, guys, and we will have a really good family friend. His name is Sam Fehoko. His younger brother, Braden Fehoko, is the defensive tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not going to go too deep because I got some really cool stuff that happened last night. The guys do know about it, which I was really honored, about this. But Sam Fehoko is the newest linebackers coach at Northeastern State University, located in Oklahoma. He is joining the show. We also can 100% guarantee we will have people from the state of Hawaii, people from California, people from Nevada. We also will have people from Texas and Oklahoma. We have the LA Chargers players, and we have the Pittsburgh Steelers players who will be watching the show at the same time. So we have a lot going on. All right, guys, without further ado, I'm pleased and excited because, we haven't talked to him since last year. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andre Duncan, the owner of the newest and greatest and best indoor football team, the South Carolina Ravens. Mr. Andre, how are we doing, sir?
Can
you hear me?
I'm good, man. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, we got you.
All right. And then we do have a couple of players.
Everything's going good.
Excellent. That's what we want to hear. All right, let's bring a couple of the players in. Tyreek, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Dejan, can you hear? We can't see it, but can you hear us? Oh, he's muted. We'll come back to him. All right, so Mr. Andre, give us an update. What's been going on with everything? When does training camp start, sir?
Training camp for the league starts on the 16th of February, but we probably won't get started till that Monday, which is the 17th. But we've been working on a bunch of partnerships and sponsorships because it's that time of year. Really, January and February is your time to get all the money that you can get, create all the partnerships you can get going into camp. Because, like I know once you go into camp, everything is streamlined to football. Right now, football is on the back burner, but we do camp starts for the league February 16th.
Absolutely. You guys hear that? Look, you do see the address on there right now, folks. scravensfb.com. Go there today. Get your tickets. Guys, the season tickets, they are going like hotcakes. Single game tickets are going like hotcakes. You can get your Ravens merchandise as well from there, and you can see everything that's going on with the functions and stuff. We promise you this is going to be the most electrifying entertainment for anybody, anywhere. For those who don't know, obviously, Andre, as you see, our newest member, Mr. Hank Russell, is with us. He is based out of Memphis, Tennessee. He is eager to learn more about the South Carolina Ravens. So if you could, would you please give a little more in-depth detail for those who also are joining us for the first time about the South Carolina Ravens?
So, and I might have a couple questions afterwards too.
Yes, that sounds good. So I started this process back in 2016 as a travel. We did 1 year just travel. We did about 6 games. Where I could learn about the business and see if it's something that I really wanted to do. Back in 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, I played with a team called the Charleston Swamp Foxes. We were pretty good. We played in Charleston. I'm from Charleston. But the number one thing was the arena really held the team back by not allowing them to get parking and part of concessions. So, I've learned a lot about the business by playing in the business, being a part of the business, just from the inside out. And I've always wanted to own my own team on this level, on a pro level, not a semi-pro level, but a pro level. And here we are. I went to, I met with Columbia, didn't really like Columbia. I called Boston Calls. Nobody never answered the phone and 10 phone calls. So Greenville was out. I had a meeting with Charleston, and upon that, during that meeting, it was basically, hey, sign this paper, pay this fee. This is all you get. And it was just like the front. All I get is tickets. So I was like, nah, I can't make any money that way. That's the same thing that happened to the last team. So when I went to Florence, I went to Florence for a basketball game, and I was just talking with the GM, and we were going back and forth, and he was like, man, let me know about this football thing you got. So I send him partnership guide, the business plan, and the marketing plan. That guy called me back within an hour and said, let's do this. I'm going to help you. I'm going to work with you. Let's do this. My staff is your staff, and your staff is my staff. Let's everybody work together. And ever since then, like, everything that's been happening for this team is like a godsend. I'm always in the right place meeting people. I go to the same restaurant every time I go to Florence, and I meet someone new that want to be involved in this team.
Absolutely, it's a great thing. We're extremely excited. And, Hank, you said you have some questions, so go ahead, ask the questions. We'd love to hear them, sir.
Well, my first one is that, all right, so you said you had some previous football experience, correct?
Yes.
What was your, I'm assuming to be able to afford an arena football team that there is some entrepreneurial spirit behind it. Or are you like Jerry Jones and Al Davis? Your business did come from football.
Hey, listen, I'm Jerry Jones to the heart. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of people don't know about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones damn near bought the Dallas Cowboys with a credit card.
So this is your venture. So this is your venture.
This is it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is it.
I mean, you know how most of these owners are. They know they own they own something.
They own something else.
Yes, and much respect for you. And so let me ask you this too. I'm a huge arena football fan. I actually interned for the Memphis Explorers in 2003.
Yeah.
When I was in broadcasting and stuff like that, and that was part of my internship at the time, and that was 22 years around 22 years ago. But so do you believe that this could catch on like nationwide one day, or do you think that this is more of like regional, almost like baseball?
It's nationwide right now. The PAI is just one small league. You got the IFL. Which I think the IFL has 18 teams. those guys play 17 games season, 16 games a season, something like that. You got the NAL that has 10 teams, and now you got the PAIA. We have 10 teams now. We had 12, but we're down to 10 teams that are paid, leases paid, everything is paid, everything is done. The PAIA is going to take over because it allows the owner and the players to make money. These other leagues, owners don't make money. The league makes money because of how much you invest in the beginning. Most of these IFL teams and AFL teams, they pay so much money up front to the point where they get to the first game, they're $300,000 the wrong way. And you know, like I know, being $300,000 the wrong way, yeah, they got a packed house, but they got to pack their house every single game just to, just to be at the halfway mark, just to make their money back.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you.
That's why we invented the PAIA. It gives owners that independence. It gives them they get to run their team the way they want to run it. But there's a way in the PAIA that we want teams to look and things to do. But at the same time, you're running your own organization how you want it ran, off your budget, not a league telling you what you can spend, how you can spend it, or what you need to do.
Yes. Well, now, okay, and my third question, now that the Ravens are my favorite team, if I give you the money, could you hook me up with a 4XL tall hoodie and t-shirt? I'll pay for it. Do what?
I definitely can do that.
Okay, I'll give the money, but I'm a big and tall guy, so that's all I got to say.
I can definitely get it to you.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not done with talking to you, but I just wanted to ask those 3 questions.
So, and I'll tell you guys something, man. The type of players that we recruit, I don't know if you guys saw the website, but just this week alone, in the last 3 days, we've done some major things. We got an offensive lineman. He's about 6'5", 305 pounds. His name's Justin Evans. He went to South Carolina State University. He was picked up by Baltimore as an unsigned free agent. And then right after he was released from Baltimore, he went to the Raiders camp and he went to Cincinnati Bengals camp and stayed for 2 years, but just couldn't make he just couldn't make a 53-man roster, as a lineman. But that opportunity that he had allowed him to, be who he is now. And the thing I liked about him, the reason why I recruited him, not because he got an NFL background, but he is a guy that know how to put his pride aside and know the definition of the word opportunity. Every guy that I take understands that word opportunity. I don't only get these guys because they can play football. I get these guys because of the way they think, the way they dress, the way they carry themselves. Because all these guys are going to be a part of the community.
And as you guys see, this is the actual page that we are sharing. This is the story right here about Justin Evans. And I don't know if you guys haven't had a chance, follow everything that the Ravens are doing, because this is actually a new sponsor. Then Andre, can you tell us a little bit about the new sponsor you have here?
So XGen Cryo, these guys will be able to have cryotherapy up to 3 days a week.
Oh, nice.
And yes, so being an athlete, recovery is a big thing.
Yes.
Recovery is a big thing. I just got off the phone with a company that has a gym, a chiropractor, and they have a stretch. They own one of those stretching companies. And we're in talks to do some big things with them. Since January 1st, everything has been turning real fast. Talks that you would normally have for a month, we're having them in a couple of days, and people are signing on the dotted line because, for one, this plan is so thought out. We don't have any games on Saturdays. Most of our games, 90% of our games on Sundays, because Florence is a town where on Friday and Saturday people get out of there. They go to the beach. They go to Charleston. They go to Myrtle Beach. They go to Charlotte. They go to Fayetteville. They just get out of Florence. So what I said was, our game is going to be at 7 p.m. on a Sunday night when everybody is around. And like everything was well thought out.
Oh yeah, and I'll plug this in too for you, Andre. If you go on that website, there's a link where you can get all the sponsorship info that you need in case you're out there looking, want to get a hop on board. Man, I'll tell you, I'm excited. I know everybody else is, but man, it's going to be great. To see, especially I think the support that you're going to get from the city.
Yes, and click on corporate partnership. I want to show y'all something. Up top it says corporate partnership. Yeah. Just click on that where it says corporate partnership right here in the red.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that and see what pops up.
All right, let's do that. And then let me pull the other page. Hold on here. Can you see that? No, you don't see that one. Hold on. Let me get the other page. Hold on here. I have the other page. We'll do that. We'll do this. And that. There you go.
All right, now scroll up. Can you go to the next page in it?
You want this one right here, the vision, or
yeah, that same one right there that you're on, and just click to get to the next page.
Okay.
And this thing is detailed to a T. That partnership guide right there has everything in it. Everything. The range of sponsorship starts at anywhere from 3,500 all the way out to 150,000, depending on what you want. So I had want to do. So that'll be a great way for. Let's go check it out. That partnership guide, and then to have everything that you want in it.
All right, so it shows like you guys are seeing this, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Making sure it's in the right one. So there's the vision. There's the sponsorship opportunities right there.
Yes. All you do is scroll
more.
Yeah.
And there's the one where he was talking about the field naming rights.
Yeah, man.
So as you guys see, there are so many opportunities to be a part of your South Carolina Ravens. So we're not saying the South Carolina Ravens. So we're saying your South Carolina Ravens because they are, in fact, your team. They are South Carolina's professional team. They are everybody's team. So, check them out. I promise you guys, you're not going to be disappointed. We have partnered up with them. As you guys know, we are the official podcast of your South Carolina Ravens. There are so many opportunities to be a part of this team, this franchise, this everything. It's exciting. It's great. Andre, what else can people look forward to and that kind of stuff?
So the number one thing that I want to tell people, we're not only promoting Florence, Myrtle Beach, and the PD area. I want every city, every town, every area in the state of South Carolina to be involved with this team some type of way. Whether it's sponsorships, partnerships, season tickets, whatever. This is your team. This is the only team we have in the state in arena football. So I just want everybody to be involved.
Absolutely. And we are beyond excited for everything. So if you could, Andre, give us a timeline as to what is going to transpire in the next coming weeks for the Ravens.
So in the next 4 weeks, we'll start camp. And there'll be a huge press conference with that where everyone can meet all the players. They can meet the staff. Matter of fact, on Monday, every staff member will be on the website, and there will be a press release also the same time. And then that following week, we're going to release the 25 players that we're going to bring to camp, and that'll be released also.
Very good. Go ahead, Hank.
No, I was just going to say who, so who's the young man to our down on the bottom corner here? So,
Mr. Tyreek Reed, go right ahead, man. Unmute your mic. The floor is yours, sir.
My name is Tyreek Reed. I'm from Georgetown, South Carolina. I'm a receiver for South Carolina Ravens, and I'm looking forward to get into camps and get this season underway.
Okay.
Absolutely. We're excited to have you on. Tell us a little bit about how your adventure has been with this whole process.
So far, so good. Just staying in shape, working out. Like I talked to Andre, he telling me it's not about what you do in your past, it's what you want to do now, and having that mindset of actually getting the opportunity to do something that you want to do. And when you have that opportunity, don't look back, take it and run with it if that's what you really want to do.
Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head correctly on that one. Look, people always sit there and they expect things to be given to them. Don't expect. You have to work for everything, and it's not a game by game. No, it's a play by play kind of process, and you have an entire state who is watching you and who is guiding, who is leaning on you to be a better entertainment value. And we've had a lot of the players come on, and Jonathan Williams himself, he's been on every time. And Jonathan, unmute your mic and tell everybody a little bit about what you have been doing as well to prepare this adventure for you.
Yeah, first off, apologize for my tardiness. I was actually just on the way back from the gym, and I know South Carolina and Georgia and you guys are getting your first taste of some snow. I'm still up here in Erie, Pennsylvania, where we've been getting the thick of it for about 2 months now. So it took me about 30 minutes to navigate from the gym to home. So that's why I'm just hopping on. But for me, it's been 2-a-day workouts, honestly, just a lot of strength training, a lot of conditioning, making sure that my body is ready and prepared especially for camp. I think it's going to be important to kind of come into camp and hit the ground running. And we don't really have time to be getting guys in shape or getting in shape. We kind of got to come in ready to go, so that way we can start building towards putting together a winning team and a winning franchise. Because I think I can kind of speak for everyone involved when I say none of us are doing this to lose. None of us are doing this to go out there and lose games and put out a bad performance. So everybody is kind of doing what they have to do individually right now to kind of get ready and be ready. So that way, when we come together as a team, we can kind of hit the ground rolling. Everybody is kind of doing what they
absolutely. We're like, it's here now. It's time. You can't build yourself up. No, you gotta hit the ground running. Get it going right now. Andre, can you please? So Hank, as you know, he is still learning more about this. Can you let him know how many games are played in the regular season? So, because he's actually very excited, just like we are, about the Ravens.
Yes.
So in the regular season, we'll play 2 exhibition games. We'll play 2 exhibition games, and we'll have 10 just regular games. So that's the total of 12 games right there. And we'll pick the best 2 teams in the PAI, and we'll, have a championship behind it.
Absolutely,
okay.
We're excited about that.
Yeah, no, that's a good stretch. That's 10 games in a combat and a gladiator sport like the indoor arena, and especially with the speed and stuff like that. 10's a good number to have. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I've interned for a arena football team, and it's amazing somebody like Kurt Warner, when he made the NFL from the
a lot of guys, man. A lot of guys played arena football.
it's amazing the speed that they have to have and the explosiveness and how like I believe that in arena football now. Right.
What'd you say?
Or is it like the net? Is it the nets? I mean, I'm trying to figure out the rules of this particular league.
Repeat that again. You broke up. What'd you say, Hank?
No, what I was saying is that in the arena football, like it's pretty much fair game until you get tackled, right? That's how it is.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So that's what makes it. That's what makes it so exciting.
You can catch the ball off the nets. The net is live. The wall is live. As long as the ball don't go over the wall, you can still grab it. And you know, hey, look, I pray for those guys who running along the sideline on that wall because you're gonna get hit twice. You're gonna get hit from the player and the wall. And if you get hit hard enough, you're gonna end up in somebody's lap in the bleachers.
The wall don't move. It don't move at all.
That's right.
No.
Oh yeah. And now you know, Andre, I know you know, we got a couple guys on here, but you know, I've seen in the past and kind of shift in the NFL, their kind of outside linebackers have become, you know, kind of what you look for in an arena kind of style linebacker, somebody that can come up, it's got the size, but it's got the speed and the agility to also go out and cover. You know, you got anybody special that you guys have kind of groomed and are looking forward to seeing in camp and all that?
Woo! Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. We got some linemen that move better than average receiver. We got a kid that ran a 4.38. We got a bunch of guys in the 4.4, 4.5 range. So I think we're going to be pretty quick.
Oh yes, it sounds like it's going to be a fun, fast-paced, exciting kind of get after it.
So I'm gonna say this live on the podcast. If we lose a game in the regular season, I'm firing every player on that team.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Don't mess up, Greg.
All right.
Y'all heard that too.
That sound like don't lose then. That sound like don't lose.
Hey, I told y'all Jerry Jones. I told y'all.
Except you're willing to make personnel decisions.
Hey, but to be honest with you, man, I'm gonna tell you guys like seriously. I'm gonna tell you guys seriously why I chose the 25 guys I chose. At the first tryout, normally you have guys battling, competing against each other, not helping each other up off the ground, just a dog eat dog world type of deal. But these guys gelled from 7:30 in the morning to 1 p.m. that day. These guys really gelled. And we took back and we looked at it. We didn't care about athletic ability or size or anything like that. We saw a bunch of guys that came together, and from the start of it was a team. And I was like, that's our team right there, y'all.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, well, and to create a good team and a culture and an environment and basically a family. All of us have played sports before. I've played a little bit of football. I know Brandon has. Pretty sure Hank, with his size, may have in the past as well. It's one thing that you can take a bunch of misfits and create a good culture and an atmosphere and a family kind of environment, a good brotherhood, and man, you can make a run for things. And if you've got that already with some athletic ability, man, it's in for a special season. So I can see why you say that.
Yep. We got some special guys, man. We got some real special guys. You know, I know a lot of areas are getting hammered right now. Why a lot of players ain't on this live, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be a special season, and this is for all the folks in the state of South Carolina. I need you guys to jump on the Sportz Nutz and subscribe and be involved with this team and this podcast, because you can learn so much about South Carolina. You can learn about sports. You can learn about people. You can learn about more things than just your normal podcast, you know. This is our home. You know, South Carolina is my home. But I need South Carolina to stand up and support this team. Every business owner, I need you.
That's right. You know, we are here for you guys, and you know, look, that Andre's already told you this is not the South Carolina Ravens, so it's your South Carolina Ravens, meaning your team, which means it goes from Walhalla, South Carolina, to Beaufort, South Carolina, all the way up to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and everywhere in between. It's your team. Andre, let everybody know about the party buses that you're going to have, because people are I know they're wanting to know more about that.
So basically, Andre, let everybody know about we'll have a tour bus. We'll have a charter bus in Greenville, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, and Columbia. You can pay one fee, and it'll get you in the game. It'll get you a T-shirt and a bus ride home and away.
Absolutely. You know, look, guys, we promise you this is going to be exciting. This is going to be electrifying, and everything in between. And, you know, look, you guys see on there right now, that is the website to go to if you want to get your merchandise, which that stuff goes like hotcakes as well. Get your merchandise right now, scravensfb.com. Andre, what is the number they can call to also get their merchandise?
All right, you can call 843-942-9352. Or you can call the Florence Center and dial extension 327 and call me down my office.
Absolutely. Look, guys, this team is coming in, and it's coming in hot. It's going to be electrifying. You know, and Hank, I do want to chime in. You had said about, you know, like with Kurt Warner, you know, there is also a former quarterback who played for the Georgia Force, who actually was the head coach at the Chicago Bears. He's an offensive coordinator, Mr. Matt Nagy. Look, Matt Nagy did phenomenal things in the Arena Football League. He did great things for the Georgia Force, took them to the Arena Bowl, and came oh so close to winning the Arena Bowl with them. So Arena football is high intensity. It is fast paced. It is family friendly. It is everything you could imagine. And I want you guys to be serious and go on right now and see ravensfb.com. Give them a call. Get your merchandise. Get your tickets ready. Heck, even sign up for your party buses, because, you know, you're gonna really enjoy everything there is to do about the South Carolina Ravens. Now, obviously, you know, Andre, you hit the nail on the head. The weather has been it's been an adventure here, needless to say, in the entire state of South Carolina. First measurable snow in the upstate in 3 years, almost to the exact date. Guys, you know, we're not going to keep all the Ravens here as long as possible. Hank, he also has been involved with, and when I tell you this, Andre, out of everybody on the team, literally all four of us, Shane is the only one who escaped the weather. You know, he's down in Charleston where they got cold rain, but literally Monk's Corner, which is not too far from you, got the freezing rain.
I'm in Charleston right now.
Yeah, the freezing rain, the sleet. Yep. But up here, where I'm at in Easley, we got 2.5 inches of snow and about half an inch of sleet. But the freezing rain has really started taking over, and we're probably half an inch of ice on things as well. So Obviously, weather is taking a toll on a lot of people through here. Matt is reason why he is not on tonight. You know, he is based in Beaufort, Georgia. They got like 4.5, 5 inches of snow. They got ice. They got sleet. So he actually was stranded at work. And so, yeah, he is actually staying at a hotel right now. So what we're going to do is, so Shane and Hank and I, we're still going to continue our show, but I want you guys that are on the show, go be with your families, be safe. We only have a few more weeks until we're getting the ship rolling, and we are ready. And I'm gonna start with you, Jonathan. Give us your your parting words as to what you're ready to do about this game. Like how excited you are.
I mean, I'm really excited. I just really want everybody to come out, everybody to support the team. You know, I've been away from home for the last 2 years because I played my last 2 years of college ball up in Erie, PA. So I've been 12 hours away. Really excited to move back home. You know, play in front of family and friends. You know, I'm 2 hours from home in Bamberg, South Carolina. So this is a really exciting opportunity for me, man, and I just can't wait to get going. I just want everybody to come out and support, and it's going to be a fun season.
Absolutely. All right, so what about you, Tyreek? Tell us your parting words, sir.
I'm excited to get this started. Not only trying to build a connection with my teammates and everything,
right?
But I dedicate this to my cousin Jeremy
that's some good words.
who also played arena football down in Jacksonville Sharks, where he eventually got killed. So I told the Gather brothers, which is my cousin, that I dedicate this whole arena football thing to him. So coming in, knowing that camp, I'm coming in hard the whole season. I'm working my butt off. And for my teammates, let's go win this ship, man. I'm ready to get this rolling.
Amen to that. You know, look, guys, my thoughts obviously go out to you, Tyreek, with your family. And look, I know who the Jacksonville Sharks are. I actually follow one of their podcasts on Facebook. I know that the Arena Football League had a little bit of an issue with the transition that came back into. Jeff Fisher is the leader. He's doing really good with it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So I'm excited with what's going to happen. So with that being said, Andre, please give us your parting words and let everybody know again where they can get everything they need to know about the South Carolina Ravens.
Everything you need to know is at www.st.com. If you need to contact me, you can call me at 843-942-9352. The one thing I want to say to everybody that can hear this, everybody that can see it, in life, you got to have a process. There's a process for everything. You got to work your process. And the number one way to do it is to just focus on what's in front of you and keep grinding. Like I said, I'm working on this thing since 2016, and I had every opportunity to quit. I had every opportunity to give up. I didn't ask nobody for help. I didn't ask anybody for favors. The only thing that I did was got out there, got a couple sponsors, and did it like that. But now, now I can really see everything that I wanted. I'm receiving right now, 8 years later, after not giving up, after not throwing in the towel. Things that I think about, I'm getting without even opening my mouth right now. Everything that I thought of, I'm getting it. I'm getting even more of it right now. To be honest with you, the guy that created that jersey and that graphic didn't even know that our jerseys damn near look just like that. That's just how things been working. Everything has been working. And the one thing I'm going to tell you, don't give up. Don't even think about it. Don't use the word hope, because hope is one of those words you don't. So you either going to do it or you ain't going to do it. That's just the way you got to live your life. To these players, look, Like I told y'all before, these are the best players that money can buy. And it has nothing to do with what they do on the field. It's the way they carry themselves off the field. And sometimes in life, you might not be the smartest. You might not be the fastest. You may not jump the highest. But hard work will beat anybody at any time. I don't care how athletic you are. So just remember that. Focus on what's in front of you. Create a process for your life and just work at it and don't ever quit.
Great advice indeed. Guys, we've already, again, this is the website. This is the website right now. Check them out. Give them a call today. Mr. Andre, Mr. Tyreek, Mr. Jonathan, everybody who is part of the South Carolina Ravens, we say thank you so much for coming on, and we will talk to you again soon.
Not in the portal. He gets a text.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Definitely. Look forward to seeing y'all again.
Let's get it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on.
You guys give me a call anytime.
Sounds good. We will, absolutely. You take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon.
Transfer portal, and he's getting texts from another school offering you money.
All right. Guys, talk about a good episode. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Excited for everything. So, obviously, look, it's been, the weather has been an interesting weather situation going on here. Wanted to quickly talk about a few stories that I saw, and I kind of teased that with you guys as well. Real quick, Deshaun Watson, he tore his right Achilles again. He had surgery. He will miss the entire 2025 and part of the 2026 season. They just restructured his contract. But it is believed he will be making a decision on his future in the football world in the coming weeks. ESPN is reporting that he is going to have a sit-down conversation with the Cleveland Browns and determine what is next. Obviously, they just restructured his contract, but with him having a major setback, tearing his right Achilles again, it's most likely his career is over with. We definitely want to give our thoughts to that degree. Real quickly, what do you think, Shane, about this? Do you think we should see this should be probably was the end of Deshaun Watson?
With your cameras.
Well, I think this might be it for Deshaun. Achilles injuries, are hard to come back from. We've seen the struggles that have been mentioned lately, especially with the Aaron Rodgers coming towards the end of the season after his Achilles injury. So, that's a major thing. Anytime that you're talking about a major ligament that is the one and only function for the up and down of your foot, that's a big deal. With him not even being back on the field and having the Achilles injury again, just shows how fragile that can be. But that thing, it can be one of those career endings, and I think we might see it as a career ending injury for him, because he's never been one of the bigger stature guys. So
that's right. What do you think, Hank?
That's one of those things.
I think that, how long has he been in the league now? Like 5 years?
Oh no, he's been in the league for a long time. I think he came in. Let's see. I think he won the national championship at 16.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he's been in the league. Okay, it just time flies so fast. But what I'm saying is that, number one, that's a second Achilles injury. Come on, that's one of the most devastating injuries in sports. You never really fully recovered from it unless you're Aaron Rodgers. But no, I think that, honestly, here's the thing. I think he could come back, but if he's wise with his money currently, there's no reason for him to need to come back and then have maybe a potential injury to something else, and then you're walking around, on a peg leg for the rest of your life.
Exactly. Look, injuries are not. We always tell everybody, you're only one hit away, and that's true. I was the one hit away injury. I was running a quick slant. I got hit by the safety, and my knee went one way, and I went the other. I tore my ACL and MCL. That was it. That was the end of my career with sports. I was able to continue on with my coaching world. I coach for my daughter, her basketball program. I've coached youth basketball. I've coached football. I've coached youth, high school, and was very successful in all that. I played very successful levels. I had a lot of fun, but you really are you're one injury away. You're one hit away. And, here's another play that we're going to talk about real quick that, you could technically be one injury away was Carson Beck. He tore his UCL in the SEC championship game. Well, there was talks that he was going to declare for the NFL draft. Well, come to find out, folks, he has entered the transfer portal and signed with the Miami Hurricanes. Now, Shane, obviously, we know we're like, what in the world's going on? What do you think about this with Carson Beck going to Miami?
TikTok is not banned yet. So
you have 9 days, folks.
So TikTok's not banned yet. So he dates one of the Cavalier twins, who's also on Miami's women's basketball team. Coincidence? I think not. He's a great quarterback. Obviously, they have Cam Ward, who I think possibly would be the number one pick, at least the number one quarterback taken off the board. So he's leaving. They've got a spot to fill. NIL money in Miami is. Of course, why not take it? They've got the Cavalier twins there for a reason because of NIL and their social media presence. So that's adding to the pot or the collective, I guess you could say. But now with Beck going there, of course it's coincidence. I'm not going to say coincidence, but that they're still. With their notoriety, they could still be a dangerous football team. So, they could go be a contender in the ACC next year. We're going to see that. I'm down here with a lot of family. My uncle was just fixing to give me a story on Citadel's punter. I don't know if anybody's looked at it yet, I'm gonna get deeper into that, get some details, and maybe share them with you on the next podcast.
Absolutely,
on what we cover. So, but hey, man, it's a lovely world of NIL and the transfer portal in college football, and yet we're sitting here watching the semifinal games too. So it's kind of hard to pay attention to whenever you got this much to play for, still out on the field.
What do I think about what?
The whole issue with Carson Beck. Look, he reportedly was going to declare for the NFL draft. He tore his UCL in the SEC championship game. Now he is transferring to Miami. Do you think he could actually do better than Cam Ward, or what?
Time will only tell. I'm just glad he's not declaring for the draft with a knee injury, because you just never know where he'd be put in the position of as far as draft selection. That's
shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said it was his knee.
He tore. If you look, he tore his UCL.
UCL, Tommy John.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said ACL. I'm sorry, I thought you said ACL.
No, he had Tommy John surgery.
Oh, so fair enough. Well, even then, you never want to go into a draft. You never want to go into a draft with an injury, because you just never know what they're going to place you in. They've had some pretty high prospects that have dropped down from like a potential top 5 to maybe like number 12 or 15, somewhere around there. So you don't want to do that.
You're absolutely right.
I think it's good. I think it's good for him.
I think. Look, so it's funny what you said, Shane. Just ESPN's Justin Reed has Cam Ward being the number 1 pick, and then has Shador Sanders going to the Cleveland Browns, as we just talked about Deshaun Watson, and then
quarterback now. So.
Yeah, it's it's very fluid. We'll see what obviously goes on with the like, I guess you could say like the combine. See what really happens. Who goes up, who goes down, that kind of stuff. It's not really a strong year in general for quarterbacks. Syracuse's quarterback, he did declare for the draft. He is rated as like the fifth, I think the fifth rated quarterback on the board. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I know next year is pretty loaded, but this year right now it's not. Also, wanted to mention this: Zion Williamson is in the news again for the New Orleans Pelicans. He missed the team's. He was late for the team's flight. He was then suspended for one game by the Pelicans. Obviously the relationship between Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans has been, rough from day one. There have been so many people who make fun of him because, he is quote injured all the time. And then there was some people that like a year ago and 2 years ago that were making fun of him because they would say he would break a toenail, he'd be out for the whole year. Whatever. It's like his heart was never really in the Pelicans organization. I think it's coming up close to his contract year. I'm going to start with you, Shane. Do you think that New Orleans just needs to start shopping him around to get him off their books, or what? Because obviously there's a lot of issues going on with them.
Well, it just depends on New Orleans is in a spot right now that they could move from him. But then, also keeping them and seeing where it leads is not a big financial responsibility to them. At that same point with the restructured deal and all that he went through, it's still a lot of money, but if he works out, it's a value kind of market for a player like he is. So, I don't know. Zion, he's such a versatile player for his size and what he can do. And the athleticism that he encompasses as a player. Of course, that's always enticing. We talked about it last episode. I believe it was, kind of players like Greg Odom, all these injuries and everything else like that. Zion's kind of went through that. I think Zion still, with his athletic ability, his size, and his composure, and everything that he has to play the NBA style game that there is now. Give me 15 years ago, I don't think he survives. I think he retires now. But with the way the NBA is now, I think he could come back and have a 2-3 more productive seasons with the team, be it New Orleans or somebody else. But I think New Orleans, if they believe he's going to come back, they keep him. If they don't, then they get rid of him.
What do you think, Hank? Is the Zion Williamson experiment going to be pretty much done in New Orleans, or do they give him more time?
No, it's done. It's been 5-6 seasons. What more can you get out of the guy? Like you said, he's clearly had a bad relationship with the Pelicans since nearly the first or second year, almost day one. So it's time. I don't need to elaborate more than that. If you haven't watched Zion Williamson, I can't hate on him for struggling with his weight, but there's almost like a lack of accountability or effort on his part to be able to put himself in the position that he needs to be in. And what are we in? Like I said, what did I say? 5 or 6 seasons now? Because he came in the same year as Ja Morant.
Yep.
And here we are, and he's not improved with the Pelicans, and that's 6 quality years that's being wasted down there on the Pelicans. In this case, it's wasting his time too, because he's not putting the effort in from what it looks like. But let's see how he does on another team where maybe he's got like a little bit smaller contract and he has to play with somebody who's a little bit more experienced than him and stuff like that. That's what I see it.
I agree 100% with that. Look, obviously the Atlanta Hawk fan in me, I would absolutely love to have a player of Zion Williamson's caliber on the Atlanta Hawks team. However, he is I feel he is a very toxic player. What he would do, because he could actually bring the morale down on the Atlanta. Looks at Atlanta Hawks, they're almost there. We saw what happened the other night with Trae Young hitting basically a 3/4 half court shot to win the game. That was remarkable. But the Hawks, they're almost there. But I would be willing to venture that Atlanta will not jump at the bait to try to get him on the team. I'm not supporting him. He's very toxic. He needs to grow up. And you're right. The amount of time that he has been in New Orleans, it's like, dude, you have not done what people have touted you as. You were touted as one of the best players coming out of Duke, one of the best players in general. You were supposed to lead New Orleans to multiple, world championships. You haven't done anything.
And he was supposed to be the next LeBron James. I mean, he was supposed to be the next guy, but he gets beat out by Ja Morant because of the injury. Not his fault, rookie mistake. But then all of a sudden, like, there was this situation with him over the next year and a half or so where he had like a little bit of weight problem. He was a little bit big for his size and frame and with his athletic ability and strength. And then you've got, all kinds of other things that, like, we're hearing that he's pouting about not wanting to be with the organization after year one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, I remember that.
And so
he's a whiny baby, is what I feel.
I mean, I got nothing but respect for him as a human being, because he doesn't seem like he's disrespectful. But then there's also this thing with the prostitution, the sleeping with the porn star and stuff like that, and it's just one thing after another. And it's like, man, I mean, he's the Chandler Parsons of 2025. I think he's more worried about his extracurricular activities than he is, his actual profession.
Absolutely. And look, Zion, if you're watching or listening or about us, dude, get your priorities correct. Get your priorities straight. All those kinds of things. Doughboy Gaming, hey man, how's it going? Welcome to being on the show. Look, we're gonna quickly talk about this. Number one Tennessee in men's basketball. They lost. Not only did they lose, they got trounced against number 8 Florida, 73-3. That's a really huge discrepancy in basically that's a beat down beyond all measures. Shane, would you say Florida is going to be a top SEC team in league play for college basketball, or was this just like a hiccup for Tennessee, and Tennessee will rebound and become a better team again?
Florida's already proved that they're one of the top teams in the SEC, I think, this year. The SEC is turning into the ACC of college basketball this year, what it seems. They have, 7, 8 teams in the top 25 right now?
They have a lot.
It's outrageous. I mean, Alabama looks great. Arkansas, they're kind of on the fringe. They're still kind of young. So, SEC basketball is great to watch right now, especially since they've been in league play, and we're going to see them beat up on each other a little bit. As what they said happened in the ACC for years. So it's just one of those things that I think that's good to see. Tennessee is a great team, and I think that they are wholeheartedly deserving of the number 1 team in the country right now. The loss of Florida, it happens as the number 1 team. Teams are going to gear up to face you. And as you said, Florida's the number 8 ranked team in the nation, so it's not like they're a slouch either.
No, exactly. Look, you're right. SEC basketball, where has this been for a long time? We have not seen such dominant play from every team, and it's I'm telling you guys, it's refreshing. Like, come on, man.
It's almost weird to have SEC basketball on top again. It really is. I mean, when Tennessee was on top last, I think it was 2008. Maybe I could be wrong. Have they been on top since 2008?
I think the last time I remember was when Bruce Pearl was the coach,
which was
it was like early 2000s kind of thing. So it's been,
they were number one in the nation in 2008. They beat out the University of Memphis, as a matter of fact. They beat them out for the number one slot. They had the biggest game at the FedEx Forum of that year, and it was the number 1-2 team and the number one team, and that Memphis was number one, and the number two was Tennessee. Tennessee beat them and became the number one seed that year. And Bruce Pearl, I believe, was the coach.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, by the way, folks.
Right,
Yeah.
And that was probably the last decade that college football was college basketball was as exciting. I'm sorry, but like I know there was a lot of people that were always, I love college basketball or pro football, or I want to say football, excuse me, pro basketball. But I'm sorry, man, but college basketball ain't going to hit on it. It's not going to hit like it did back then. You know, it's just not. I mean, the NBA is a way more exciting product than college basketball is now.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Look, guys, we've had a good episode. Obviously, again, as you hear Shane, he has an abundance of family in his area with him right now as he's down in Charleston. You know, and weather's been a key factor here. And
I was wondering what all that talking was.
Yeah. You got the family here. I came down to take care of Grandma for the weekend. You know, love being able to come down and spend time with family. Love being on the road, if everybody can tell, being from, you know, coming from 3 different locations here in about a week's time. So
very good.
Absolutely. Look, guys, you know, we're gonna have a good episode again on Tuesday. Look, my friend KC is coming. You know, like I said, he is the university athletics individual. He knows a lot and has affiliated with a lot. I'm excited to have him come on. It will be a good episode on Tuesday. Then comes the 17th. I'm beyond excited about having Sam Fehoko on. You know, I've already been told that by his brother Braden, he will be that majority, if not all, the Pittsburgh Steelers defense at least will be watching that episode. So I'm looking forward to having that. We will have a good reaction show on that as well. Guys, Matt does send his regards to every one of you watching. Obviously, it was a little bit of a slower night just because of the weather. It's okay. We're here for you guys. It happens. It's okay. We're the Sportz Nutz. We love sports like you guys do. So we will have better weather coming in the coming days. Matt will be back with us. Shane will get to be with us. Hank will get to be with us. I will get to be with you. We will all be back with you again next week. We cannot wait to have you on. So for our good friends at the South Carolina Ravens, look, guys, remember, scravensfb.com. Check them out today. Get your season tickets. Get your single game day tickets. Sign up for your party bus tickets. Get your merchandise. Do everything. You're going to be enjoying with them. Look, also go on our YouTube channel right now at the Sportz Nutz 176. Click subscribe. I'm going to put this out for everybody, and I know this will be replayed. If you want a $40 gas gift card, just go subscribe. Doggone. Whoever gets us to number 145 first, you will get that gift card. I promise you, ladies and gentlemen. We are giving. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Who is this? Who is this?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, man? How's it going?
Are you good, man?
Are you okay?
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, man. Just out here in the, in the heart of the weather, man. Just trying to get these under control where I'm at as far as work-wise. So,
is that your work office?
Something like that, yeah.
So, we're letting Shane go because Shane's he was with a bunch of family. Shane.
Good to see you, Shane. Good to see you, man.
Yeah,
What do you tell everybody?
What do you tell everybody to do again, man?
Oh yeah, man. As always, much love out there. Like, follow, subscribe, and share. Man, it's always great talking to you. Good to see you. All right, Matt. I know you're not too used to this down there, but I'm gonna get off of here and visit with some family. But as always, man, peace, love, and bacon grease. See y'all on the flip side.
All right, boss.
Peace, love, and bacon,
All right,
man. Shane, you take care of yourself, man. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, love.
All right. Guys, it was definitely a lot of fun having the Ravens on this evening. And, I'm glad that Matt jumped on because I actually wanted to ask you guys the same question. Last night we saw yet another reason why, and I have said this, gosh, for so long. James Franklin is a bust. He can't get it done. He is 1-18 lifetime at Penn State against AP top 5. He officially became 3-21 last night in big, meaningful games. Matt, he does enough for Penn State, but he doesn't get that. He doesn't get that necessary win. Do you think James Franklin? It's time for the Penn State to move on from him. What do you think?
You have to look at it like this, man. Who out there is a better option than him for that particular team? Who's a better option? You're not going to find too many like that. With him, man, I mean, if you go back and look at the game, man, it was, a misplay here, misblock here, mistackle there. The game could have easily been, it could have been on the other, what I'm trying to say. It could have been
the flip side.
Could have been a different outcome, man. It's just one of those things, man. More so like, your boy Ryan Day over at Ohio State when it comes to Michigan. He just can't beat this particular team, So yeah. I don't know, man. If there's a better option, then maybe.
Oh, I guess he had to mute. Okay.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. That's all I had. Go ahead.
Oh, look, I don't know. What do you think, Hank? Do you think Penn State should move on from James Franklin?
Yes, absolutely. I think that. What is he? He's a sophomore, though, right?
James Franklin has been with Penn State for. Matt, correct me. Tell me how long. It's like what, over 10 years, isn't it?
Something around that time frame. I'm not really.
I thought he. You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I follow him, but I couldn't remember how many years he's been with the team. Been with the team. So I thought he'd only been there like.
He's been there a long time.
Has it been that long? I thought it had only been like 2 or 3 years. I thought he might have been. I thought it only been 2 or 3 years. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not as important. Like that. Like I don't know how to explain it. I'm trying to think how to explain it. It's not a huge deal to be a losing college coach, depending on what your goals are. If you're like any other college, and you're just trying to maintain like some culture and stability in the team and stuff like that, then it's not a huge deal. Now, obviously, they're doing very well these days. They've gotten past all that controversy and stuff like that. So maybe there is a time for a change in the guards. Maybe there is a change in the guards. I can't confidently give that answer, but if he's been there a while, because I don't know why I thought he's only been there about 2 years.
He's been there since January 11th, 2014. To be exact.
It's just amazing how time flies, man. Let me tell you something. When I watch sports, I know my timeline sometimes, but when it comes to college football, it's just like, how many players can I keep up with, these days? I mean, you've got 120 something teams and coaches.
135.
And I do the best I can to know who is who. But if I don't know who they are, as far as like it's 10 years as a coach or offensive coordinator for 2 years than a 3-year stint. It's just like, it's insane. And it really throws me off guard, but.
Oh yeah. It's strange. And dude, you're right. How, you're looking at something and then you blink and you're like, how the hell did I get 11 years down the road? Like what happened in those 11 years? Where was I like mentally in those 11 years? And
right.
It comes by so quickly. So now we're looking at tonight's game. Ohio State in Texas. Look, Ohio State's only up 7-0, but the way Texas is playing, I don't know. Maybe could Ryan Day could this be a Big Ten Big Ten national championship. No, sorry, because Notre Dame is not affiliated with anybody. I was thinking Penn State, but could it be Ohio State and Notre Dame in the national championship? Time will tell, obviously, and we're going to see what happens.
I would love to see the Texans and Penn State go in, but the Texans and Notre Dame going, because I'm shocked that Notre Dame got in. I really am. It's been a long time.
2013 was the last time they went to the national championship, and everybody remembers it was Manti Te'o was actually part of that team, and his invisible girlfriend kind of story really took play there.
Yeah, well, and for a legendary team like the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, that's too long.
That is. They haven't won a championship since the early mid '80s. Actually, is what they were saying on ESPN this morning. So wow, that's hard to believe that too. So I'm excited that we're coming to a finalization of who's going to be in the national championship, but then I'm also sad that we're about to be down to 2 teams left in the college football world, and we have to wait again until August.
Yeah,
to see college football. And football, I love it. It just hits differently than a lot of sports. Look, basketball is also, I love basketball. I absolutely do. And I'm glad that we're able to see, like we just said earlier, the SEC. I think it's strange to see the SEC's back on top, but it's like I said, it's refreshing because we're year in and year out we were seeing the ACC and the Big Ten in college basketball, and you had like 1 or 2 teams in the SEC really making an impact. But this year, you have every single team, and the SEC is making a huge impact on the game. Real quick, want to also give a shout out to Furman. Look, they were supposed to play tomorrow against Wofford. That has been postponed and rescheduled to Monday evening because of the weather here and everything going on. Bon Secours Wellness Arena did not want to have any possible issues with teams, with employees and stuff. SoCon didn't want to have any involvement with that. So they moved everything up until Monday evening. So give a quick shout out though to Furman. Furman is actually 14-2, guys. They actually lost pretty handily against North Carolina University, Greensboro. And then they came back and they played the Citadel and actually took it to overtime, and they beat the Citadel. This is actually the 12th win in the last 13 games for Furman. And up until last game, the last 102 games and held in Charleston, both teams have won 51 and lost 51 times. So it was really cool to see Furman get a handle on that one. But good job for Furman. They're 14-2. They're having a crazy, insane season.
Great season.
Yeah, and I think we're about to see even better. Matt, being a girl dad as yourself, I'm a girl dad too. Women's sports is really going to start picking it more. The softball season is about to commence. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen with Clemson softball. Look, Clemson, their softball program is only officially 4 years old, and this will be the first year that none of the girls who originally started the program are going to be there. They have a whole new breed coming in of players, and obviously, we've seen what Oklahoma has done for year in and year out. It was like 57 straight wins or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous. I'm going to start with you, Hank, real quick. What do you think? Do you think that somebody can actually dethrone the gauntlet juggernaut in Oklahoma, or does Oklahoma reign supreme again this year?
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I wish I could confidently give an answer to that one too. I just don't see it's such a difficult decision because there's a little bit inconsistency in patterns and stuff like that while they're raging at the top. So I don't know.
What do you think, Matt?
I don't know, man. I mean, that sport is such. You never know, man. You never know. Injury here, or you just never know what can happen, man. So I don't know. I'm gonna chalk this one up to being more of a. I think they'll have a lot more competition this year, and I don't think they'll. At the end of the season, I don't think you'll be looking at them as the best team.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes. So, guys, obviously, we're not going to go too much longer because, again, weather. Matt, he will attest. He is he's kind of stranded a little bit, guys, because the weather did do a number, of course, in the Beaufort area and like my brother-in-law Seth. Well, they all got like 3, 4, or 5 inches of snow. We get 2.5 inches of snow, but then we get like a half an inch of sleet and almost a full inch of ice. It's like, what in the heck, man? We want more snow.
Well, what's weird right now is just that we're just trying to take precaution right now because right now it's raining. It's regular rain, but it's like below freezing. It's regular rain. It's pouring down, but you still have snow and everywhere, and it's starting to turn into ice. So tomorrow is actually the day that we're like really dreading. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Matt's all by himself.
But look, this guy right here, folks, he got like, and I'm going to quote him, is it's been snowing its butt off in Memphis, and they get like all the daggone snow. Can't share it with us. And I told him, go ahead and send us another 8 inches of snow, and we'll be good because, my kids absolutely love snow. And he said, you're crazy.
Yeah, no, you can have the snow. I mean, as a grown-ass man, I have to drive in the snow. Okay, I'm not doing it. I mean, I had to park my car on top of a pile of snow when I got home because of how much it snowed. Usually when you park you're parking in a spot that's already bald because of the fact that there was a car there before, but that's not the case today.
Absolutely, but look, the pictures are beautiful. I will share them with everybody on the Facebook page. My daughters got the chance to build a snowman. A good-sized snowman with my wife Cassie, and Aspen absolutely enjoyed. She was kind of weary, like, what is this stuff that I'm having hitting my face, and it's cold. But all right. So Cassie said this, and I laughed. She goes, "We have a true Christmas story moment." I'm like, what? Do you guys remember Randy, the little brother, for A Christmas Story, when he goes getting ready for school was like watching getting my brother ready for school was like watching a tick about to pop, because she would wrap him up like thoroughly, and he would cry, I can't put my arms down, right? No. And guys, I promise you, this is Aspen. She's literally like this. And we can't put her arms down because she's in this like poofy outfit, right? And she just was like, whatever, I'm just sitting here and enjoying time. But she was trying to figure out, like, A, what is this cold, wet stuff hitting my face? And B, why am I cold? Like, why am I also bundled up in this gigantic bundle of whatever? It's really cute, but she had fun.
Yeah, but what is it with parents wanting to torture their kids with things that they just don't? It's like you think that they love it and then they don't. Yeah.
We're absolutely guilty of it. But my girls, so I got, like, the last time it snowed here, right?
Yeah.
Eastland, Addison, of course, is I'll go do whatever the heck I want to do. I'm a misadventurous, right? Like, when we go to the beach, Addison will bolt to the ocean. Easton's like, oh God, there's water, I'm scared. It's really cute. But then Easton's like, can't stop talking about how much fun she has. Well, 3 years ago, we had the last snowstorm here.
Yeah.
Eastland could barely walk in the 8.5 inches of snow, and she cried about it. Cutest thing. I actually have a picture of it where she's screaming and crying. She's like, I can't get up. So, you're right. Like, it's funny how we parents we kind of torture our children to enjoy what we did when we were kids. But my girls, they had a blast. And like I said, Addison came down. Oh, that was a hard pass. Came down came upstairs and said, Daddy, it's snowing outside, and went from there. So it was a lot of fun. Hopefully we get more snow. There's talks that a possible second winter system could come later on in the end of the January, I hope, because it's nice to get cold weather. But I will tell you this. If you ever have never seen the birds that come when it snows, they're called snowbirds. They're actually they're birding, but people call them snowbirds. We had a ton of them. It was really cool. Really had a lot of fun. Beautiful weather. So anyways, with that being said, guys, we've had a really good episode. Our good friends, again, the South Carolina Ravens, we had a blast having them on. We, we're coming to the start of their season soon, like all the off-season activities we're getting ready to have. So we will do more involvement with them because we are the official podcast of your South Carolina Ravens. Matt is working on getting the outro video complete. That will be coming soon. Cannot wait for that one. Matt, what do you tell these lovely people?
What a drop.
Matt needs rest.
Yes.
Yeah. Matt's gonna get rested in a bit, man. We're about to play snowball tag, inside this big building, man. So we'll rest when we get time.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of us, so we're about
There
to
you go.
play. Hey, man, we worked all day. It's time to play. Man. I mean, like I tell everybody, don't get flagged. Don't get flagged. If you're going out there, you want to partake in the devil's nectar. Make sure you got an Uber or make sure you got a designated driver with you. As anything else in life, man, don't do anything out there that's gonna get you in trouble, man. Enjoy life and stay on the straight and narrow. Don't get flagged.
Absolutely. What do you say, Hank?
Yeah, I mean, I like that. The devil's nectar. I couldn't even. I'm a little thrown off guard by that. No, guys, y'all be safe out there tonight, man.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's there's people out there that think that they can drive like Fast and the Furious out there, and it's a lot of snow out there right now. So y'all please be careful.
Yes, don't do something stupid, guys. Look, and they tell you this as well. Drive as fast as you want to slide off the road. And if you don't want to slide off the road, don't drive fast.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. Because they're not going to come get you right away. You may be stranded there for a few days, and then your car towed, go to the impound lot, pay all that money, pay the money to get the car fixed if you've gotten it damaged. Yeah, it's a whole headache. Just stay home. Enjoy time with your friends, your family.
It's wild, man. You see people driving out here like bats out of hell, man. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
it's wild. It's wild.
Yeah, if you're gonna grab that 6-pack or that bottle of whiskey, stay your ass at home.
You should have got it before the storm came.
Thank you. There you go.
Yep. And I really want to quickly give a shout out to the idiot driver today who almost hit my wife. She was walking across the crosswalk, and you were in such a hurry to get to PetSmart, you decided to gun it around and almost hit not just her, but 3 other people. I hope you get yourself a nice fat ticket. It's going to come your day. So drive carefully, guys. Be safe. Don't make stupid decisions. Don't get flagged. But most importantly, have fun. Be safe. Guys, remember, we'll be back on Tuesday. My good friend KC, I'm not going to tell his last name until he comes on, because then I don't want to spoil a surprise, but he will be on to talk some university athletics with Hawaii, with everybody. He's affiliated with a lot of universities. And then again, Sam Fehoko will be with us on the 17th. Braden Fehoko is his brother who plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we have already been told that majority, if not all, of the entire Pittsburgh Steelers defense and team will watch, as well as majority of the LA Chargers. Why the Chargers? Because Braden played for the LA Chargers. Texas Tech and Northeastern State University will be also. I mean, literally, it's going to be an abundance of people. So check us out then. Until then, guys, as I always tell you, peace up, A-Town down. Greatest sports city ever. Absolutely love it. And guys, Atlanta is making some moves. There's been talks that Max Scherzer might be coming to an Atlanta Braves. We shall see. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather. And hell, go have some good food. Take care, guys, and we'll see you then.